Congratulations. You're officially listed. You're on the market. We're ready to let the games begin. I wanted to tell you what to expect when we've entered the phase of listed. Now, I should have already or am about to send you a copy of the link that will take you to your listing in the MLS, the multiple listing service, and you're going to see the listing from the viewpoint of a buyer. So somebody who maybe is looking at the property at home on realtor.com or one of the other websites. They're in their bed at 11 o'clock at night and they're searching for property, and boom, up pops your listing. And this is what they're going to see. So I want to make sure that you are very happy with the way I've structured your listing. Want to make sure the pictures are in order and that there's a flow to them, that I don't have the wrong bathroom associated with the bedroom. So if there are any edits at all that are needed, or if there's any information that is incorrect in the listing, please shoot me a text. It's very easy to fix that or explain to you why it's set like it is. And once we're activated in the MLS, we are ready for showings. I will message all realtors. There's 467, give or take a few, realtors in the Hattiesburg Area Association of Realtors. They will all get an email from me to let me know that we are ready for showings. Now, you have completed a document called showing instructions, and the front desk at our office will put a request for showing in an app called Showing Time. And you will receive a text message from Showing Time that says, hey, this person has requested a showing. Now, if the house is vacant, we most likely have it set to where they can go and show anytime as long as there's not an overlapping showing scheduled. But if you're living in the property, we're going to need you to approve the showing. So all you do is you respond to that text message with a Y for yes or an N for no. If you say yes, they can show it on that day and time. That's all you have to do. If you say no, this is not good for me, it notifies the front desk and they'll call you back and ask you for a good time so they can not miss a showing, but yet get you rescheduled for a time that works for you as well as the buyer and their agent. Please keep in mind that buyers' agents are not responsible for their buyers while they're in your house. So if you have any valuables, we want to make sure those all get locked up and put away, especially money, jewelry, weapons, and pharmaceuticals. Anything like that, especially, you want to make sure they are locked away and safe, because sometimes a couple will come in, maybe their father is with them. They also may have 2 or more children with them. And inevitably, everyone goes in a different direction and there's one realtor. So we can't possibly watch everyone while they're in their home. And these valuables and dangerous items need to be secured away for your safety and everyone else's, and just for the, protection of your goods. Please note, if there's any lock that you don't want an agent to lock when they're finished, perhaps you drive up and you come in your garage door at night and you don't have a key to that door. Well, a realtor is going to lock every single door and turn all the lights off if they're doing their job when they leave from a showing. So we want to make sure you put a Post-it note over or next to any deadbolt that you do not want the realtor to lock. If there are any lights that you want to not be turned off, you want to put a Post-it note next to that, or a piece of tape that says, do not turn this light switch off. Any notes like that you can leave in the house are going to be very helpful so that when you get home, you find your house exactly like you expect to find it. Now, if you know ahead of time and you've approved a showing before you've left the house, please leave all your lights and lamps on. That's very good for you as a seller, because it really highlights all the rooms of your house and everything's lit up. People aren't entering a dark house. The realtor will turn them all off when they're finished. So we want to make sure that that is noted, because believe it or not, I have had clients who had to spend the night at my house. They weren't my client. Actually, I showed their house. It was for sale. I locked all the doors up when they left. They were neighbors of mine, and they couldn't get back in their house because they had a bolt lock they didn't have a key to, and there were no instructions. And it was late at night. They knew I'd shown the house. We were friends. And so they had to spend the night at my house and go home the next day because they couldn't get in their house. Long story. But anyway, make sure you make a note if there are any locks you don't want people to lock when they're finished showing the house. Please leave the house showable. Whether or not there are showings scheduled, we want you to make your bed. Make sure there are no dishes in the sink. Please put all the toilet lids down. Make sure your toilets are clean. Guests might use your toilet, so we want everything to be nice and clean. So these are really important. Beds made, toilet lids down, toilets clean, nothing in the sink, no clutter. Please leave it showable, because inevitably what will happen is you're going to go to work and then somebody's going to be out showing property and they're going to drive by your house and the buyer's going to say, why isn't that house on my list? I want to see that one. And they're going to call the office and try to schedule a last minute showing. And we don't want to miss showings. We want every single person who wants to see your house to be able to see it. So the more showable you can leave your house every day when you leave, the better for you, because that way we will get every showing possible. If you have any questions about what's going to happen during this phase, please let me know. Also, a note about feedback. Every time a house is shown, I do know about it and I make contact with the showing agent in an attempt to get useful feedback. I want to hear, why is this client not bringing an offer, or are they bringing one? What could we do to be number one, or to get more activity, or to elicit an offer? But here's the thing. We live in the South and everybody's real polite down here, and they don't want to hurt your precious feelings. And so most of the time, the feedback that we get is really not useful. It might be something like, my clients love the house, but they chose another property, or it showed well, but my clients went in a different direction. We rarely get useful feedback. And ultimately, all the feedback you need to know is that you didn't get an offer. And if you didn't get an offer, we're simply not priced right for the market. So we might need to re-examine that after a little bit of time has elapsed. If you have any questions, give me a call.